Picture a household that, on paper, looks successful. Two adults, both educated, both employed full-time. One works in marketing, the other in tech. Together, they earn well into six figures. Statistically, they're doing better than most families in America. So, why does it feel like they're barely staying afloat? Their savings could cover a couple of months at best. A surprise car repair goes straight onto a credit card. Vacations feel stressful instead of relaxing. Weeknights are short, rushed, and exhausted. They did what society told them to do. Go to school, build careers, combine incomes, buy a home, keep moving forward. Yet, instead of stability, they feel constant pressure. If you ever looked at your household income and thought, we make too much money to feel this broke, this story is probably yours too. The promise that didn't deliver. For decades, we've been told a simple equation. Two incomes are better than one. It sounds logical. If one income can support a family, two incomes should create comfort, security, and savings. But that's not what actually happened. Instead, millions of families discovered something unsettling. Earning more didn't reduce stress. It increased vulnerability. This isn't about bad budgeting. It's not about people being irresponsible. It's about a system that quietly rewrote the rules. When one income was enough, go back a few generations, most middle-class families relied on a single paycheck. Not barely, but adequately. Housing consumed a manageable portion of income. Healthcare was affordable. Public schools were reasonably funded regardless of zip code. Families saved money, handled emergencies, and took modest vacations. Most importantly, they had margin. If the main earner lost a job, there was a fallback, another adult who could step into the workforce if needed. That second income wasn't required for survival. It was insurance. What changed? Over time, that emergency backup became the default. Two incomes stopped being optional and started becoming necessary. As more households relied on dual earnings, home prices climbed. Childcare became unavoidable. Healthcare costs exploded. Education costs surged. Families weren't spending more on luxury. They were spending more just to stay in the same place. The extra income didn't build wealth. It was absorbed by fixed costs. Where the second income really goes. Let's break down what often happens to that second paycheck. Start with taxes. That additional income is taxed at higher marginal rates. Then come the hidden costs. Childcare, commuting, a second vehicle, convenience spending caused by exhaustion, more takeout, more services, less time to manage life efficiently. By the time the math is done, many households discover something shocking. That second income contributes far less than expected, sometimes almost nothing. In some cases, it costs money. And yet, families make decisions based on the gross number. Bigger mortgages, higher car payments, fixed obligations sized for two incomes forever. The real trap. Here's the problem no one explains. When both incomes are required just to survive, there's no backup plan left. If one person loses their job, gets sick, burns out, or needs to step away, the entire structure becomes unstable immediately. Previous generations had slack in the system. Modern families operate at full capacity, with no margin for error. That's why so many financially successful households are one emergency away from crisis. This isn't about earning less. It's about flexibility. The issue isn't income. It's dependence. Households that thrive long-term aren't the ones earning the most. They're the ones who protect their ability to adapt. That means building a life that can function on one income, even if two are coming in. Not forever, not perfectly, but sustainably. The one income foundation. Here's the mindset shift that changes everything. Structure your essential expenses so one income could carry them if needed. Housing, transportation, basic living costs. Then treat the second income as optional. Savings, investments, debt elimination, long-term freedom. This approach requires restraint. It means passing on upgrades you technically qualify for. It means not keeping up appearances. But the payoff is enormous. Over time, savings grow, Investments compound. Options return. Instead of being trapped by income, you regain choice. What financial security really looks like? Real security isn't a big number on a tax return. It's knowing you can handle a shock. You can change direction. You're not locked into permanent stress. Previous generations had flexibility. We traded it for the appearance of success. But appearance isn't stability. Income isn't safety. And two paychecks don't guarantee freedom if both are already spent. The families who aren't the ones who earn the most. They're the ones who keep their margin intact. Now that you see the trap, the question is simple. Will you keep feeding it or step out of it